Can't see a thing, Jim.
Well, hold on.
I swear, it's always some damn thing. Wait, got it. Ah, hell, this thing ain't gonna hold.
Shut up.
Damn, you're ugly.
You girls strapped in nice and tight now. Tighter than your mama leg. That's a good one, Mick. Locked in and cruising.
What you got for me out there, Joey Ray?
We got Terra for sure. I don't know about the rest. We got a big old buttload of floating debris out here. Woo-wee! We hit pay dirt this time for sure. Explain to me, how are we gonna get all this home? I'm detached and moving toward the derelict spacecraft.
Damn it, Jim. Video's out again.
Well, quit picking at it.
I ain't picking at it, damn it. I'm out here with a hint of my candy up in here and there, slapping your jacks and keeping at your dirty reverse signature. Hold on, I got visual. Get that damn smoky 12 o'clock! Up behind the ship! Up behind you, Jim!
Hello everybody, it is finally here! We are finally going to be doing my Let's Play of Starcraft. This is the original Starcraft, released in the mid to late 90s, it was 96 or 97, I don't really remember. One of my favorite games ever. I played this when it first came out, so I'm pretty old. I've been playing it for a long time. I remember when I first played it, so this is going to be very nostalgic for me. We'll be doing the first StarCraft and its expansion in one series of videos, so that's going to be a lot of missions, of 40-some missions or something, so it's going to be very interesting. This game has a very epic backstory. I'm not going to get really into it. I'll link the PDF for all you crazies who want to read the whole thing, because this is a really long backstory. Blizzard put it in their manual, which they have a PDF of online if you want to read it. So anyway, we'll be starting out, as you saw in the intro video. This is a science fiction game. It takes place in a galaxy pretty far away. The basic backstory is humans made, I don't know how many, 5 colony ships, put all the prisoners and other, pretty much prisoners and criminals on them, and sent them. They went really far away for a long time, and they landed in this sector. It's the Kurpulu sector. And they've pretty much colonized it, and there's different factions of humans, but the main one is the Terran Confederacy. So that's really all you need to know. The game has 3 races. As you can see, you have the Terrans, which are humans. You see the brain cell there, and the DNA on the left side, the alpha helix. These are the Zerg. These are insect-like creatures, pretty much like the bugs off Starship Troopers. Look at this cute, sexy Zerg. Want to have him for a pet. And these are the Protoss. Very high-tech aliens. Each alien race has a chapter, so you'll be learning them quite well. So I don't really have to explain them right now. As you can see, it is 3 episodes. So 3 chapters. Now, this game is a real-time strategy game. If you don't know what a real-time strategy game is, it's pretty much a war game where you collect money with your miners, and you build units such as tanks and soldiers. That's pretty much the gist of it. That's the basic explanation, but the game explains pretty well in the story mode how to play. So, let's get started with the Terran campaign. Let's start in boot camp. Terran Campaign, Rebel Yell. In the decades since the end of the Guild Wars, the oppressive Terran Confederacy has stood unchallenged in its supremacy over colonized space. All of that changed 4 days ago when a large alien fleet emerged from warp space and laid waste to the unsuspecting Confederate colony of Chowsara. The Confederacy, fearing that the alien fleet's next target would be the colony of Marsara, has sent you to intervene. Acting as magistrate, you are to safeguard the colonists and keep their state of panic from escalating any further. Yes, so we are a magistrate. Boot Camp, Office of the Colonial Magistrate, Marsara Colony. Stardate, yada yada.
Welcome to Marsara, Magistrate.
Just turn this up so you can hear.
The demonstration you requested is prepared and may be initiated at your convenience.
Whoa, we're lagging.
Select Start to begin the demonstration. You may skip the demonstration by selecting Skip Tutorial.
Okay, we are lagging a little bit here. Whoa. Hopefully this goes away pretty quickly. Anyway, let's go. Whoa, slow motion. Okay.
The T-280 SCV is the cornerstone of our hostile environment construction and resource gathering operations. In order to build a thriving colony, numerous SCVs are necessary. You can build additional SCVs at a command center.
There's our SCV. Whoa, I don't know why we're lagging so bad. Hang on a sec. Might have to pause the recording here because we're lagging a little bit. 1 second. Alrighty, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that lag spike there. Now, what the adjutant was talking about is this unit here. This is your SCV. It is your basic mining unit as a Terran player. So what you will do with it is you see these here. These are minerals. This is your basic money. So you click on it and watch them collect. Look at him with those little cutters there, cutting into it, I should say. Now what he does is he brings it back to this building here. This is your command center. This is the heart of every Terran base. It's your base of operations, and it builds your basic built worker unit, the SCV. Without SCVs, you do not collect money, you do not build stuff, you lose the game. So, also I should add, Terran buildings have a unique ability called liftoff. Now, if you click here, you can lift it, and ground units cannot attack it. Now, some ground units can attack air units, others can't, but we'll get more into that later. I just want to show it off a little bit here. It didn't float around like that huge ass building floating around. Anyway, you can land it by clicking there or press L because I'm boss. I'm going to press the hotkey. Now, you can't land it too close to the minerals, so I'm going to land it as close as I can. And there you go. You land it. That way, when our guy's collecting, he doesn't have to go as far, and he can collect faster. Now, what your command center does is build SCVs. And you want more SCVs. You want lots of SCVs. Because the more SCVs you have, the more money you're getting, the more dudes you can build. More soldiers. These are your soldiers here. These are your basic Terran soldiers. They're Marines, armed with Gauss rifles and armor.
To equip additional personnel, you must have enough supply depots to support them. You can use SCVs to build additional supply depots.
Alright, what she's talking about is up here. Well, I'll just give you all this up here. On the top right, at the very left, is your mineral count. We have 156 minerals. As you can see, it's going up because this guy's collecting. This is your Vespane gas. We have 0. I'll get into that later in a few minutes. And this is your supply counter. Now, on the left, you see we have 18 supply. That's how much supply we're using with all these troops we have. And the number on the right is our supply limit. That's how much food we pretty much have to give. And once it reaches maximum, I can't build any more guys because I don't have enough supplies for him. So what you do is use an SCV and you can build a supply depot. And this is one of these. We're building another one. Each supply depot gives you 8 supply and lets you build more troops. As you imagine, you got to build a lot of these. So let him build away. Now, these are your basic foot soldiers, your Marines. They're pretty weak. They have just basic machine guns. But they can fight, so let's let them go around, do a little bit of fighting. Yes, I'll be getting into that in a second. As you can see, our supply depot's done, and now we have 26 supplies, so we can build more guys. So, just build SCVs. I'm a hotkey my command center, so I can jump back. Now, what the Marine was talking about is, if you press right-click, these guys will simply move, and they won't attack anything. But if you hit the attack button, which is also A, your guys will attack while moving. So let's move normally. See, they won't attack. However, if you press A and left-click, they will move and attack. So let's demonstrate this on these little creatures here. A move. There. So that's how you fight. You pretty much move your units in, and you will attack and destroy things. So you just gotta keep building up here. Now, you're probably wondering what this thing is down here. This is Vespane gas. Now, how you get it is you actually have to build a refinery on this. This is this thing up here I pointed out. It's pretty much like the oil of the game. It lets you build more advanced units like fighters and tanks and such. So I'm going to build a refinery, because you need to build a refinery to get this stuff. Unlike minerals, you can't just mine it. Alright, let's build our refinery. Now, that cost 100 minerals, so I'm a little short to get another SCV. Alright, come on, build SCV. Yep, and once that's done, we can collect our Vespane gas. Also, got to keep an eye on our supply up here. So yeah, this is Starcraft. My favorite game of all time. I'm going to build another supply depot up here, because I'm getting close to supply. It's cost 100 minerals, so we don't have enough. Whoa. Kind of misplaced that. I like putting my buildings in straight lines, but I mean, who cares? Alright, build another SCV. Now, the way these refineries work, only one SCV at a time can go in them. But usually you want 3 on each Vespane or refinery. So, that gets you the maximum amount. Sometimes you want more, but I usually just leave it at 3. Oh. So, yeah, this is it. Basically, this is the first level of the game. You don't do any fighting. You just basically get the hang of the game, learn the controls, you click your army around. You just want to learn the basics of the mining. There, we have our supply depot built.
This concludes the equipment demonstration. There will now be a fully catered reception at Minnesota Base.
Yes, we won our boot camp. Now we actually have to go meet our commanding officers. So yeah, that was the first level of the game. Very simple. This is your score screen here. This is totally pointless for the story mode. This is just for online. As you can see, this is me. I'm Commander Yeku. I'm commanding the colonial militia of the Confederacy. And we were attacking unidentified little animal creatures. Anyway, thank you for watching. This was part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. I'll see you all around.